They all like that. You know you can smoke and drink while you're pregnant. I know a lot of people don't do it, but they do it and they don't know that. I'm sorry, I keep saying
still on that.
Them comments, like, and get that pregnancy shit out my shit. Just stop calming me. Just stop calming me. Just stop calming me. And then 3.
Dead the pregnancy shit.
Yeah,
dead it. Just dead it. For real, dead the pregnancy shit.
You see me deading it, like, cheers.
My sis ain't talk about it. I don't gotta talk about it.
Like, when it happened.
People online have been revisiting a resurfaced clip that has completely reignited the long-running controversy around Chrisean Rock's behavior during her pregnancy. This old video, which social users claim shows Chrisean casually stating that she can still smoke and drink while pregnant, has blown up again across TikTok and X, triggering a massive debate over responsibility, motherhood, and the blurred line between transparency and recklessness. Many viewers argued that the clip felt more disturbing in hindsight, especially now that additional alleged footage has begun circulating. The conversation took another turn when fans began attaching new context to the resurfaced clip. According to commenters, an alleged leak appeared online showing Chrisean in what they describe as a heavy drinking scenario from the same time frame. While none of this material has been verified, the online discussion has spiraled into a mix of outrage, shock, and concern. Some users claim the new video changes everything, while others insist it simply confirms what they believed all along. As the clip picked up traction, fans started stitching it into recent interviews and live streams where Chrisean spoke about motherhood, responsibility, and her son's strength. One comment that kept resurfacing was her past statement that the baby was too strong, which some social media users have twisted into a narrative suggesting she allegedly tried to end the pregnancy, but the child survived. These claims cannot be confirmed, but the internet has latched onto this angle with relentless energy, pushing it to the forefront of the scandal. Fan commentary grew harsher by the hour. Some users began calling her evil, wicked, or wildly irresponsible, words that sparked their own battles online as other supporters pushed back, arguing that Chrisean has always been open about her flaws, mistakes, and complicated journey. But even her defenders admitted that the timing of the resurfaced footage is incredibly damaging. The public's emotional response is intensifying, not cooling down. Influencers jumped in next, stitching their reactions into the trending conversation. Some claimed that the resurfaced clip felt like a confession hiding in plain sight. Others claim the new alleged footage shows a darker pattern that fans ignored for too long. But the lack of verified sources has created a messy tug-of-war between speculation and reality, with each new reaction video adding fuel to the fire. Hours later, the topic escalated into mainstream forums, where users started drawing comparisons between Chrisean's situation and past celebrity controversies involving prenatal behavior. These comparisons were rough, emotional, and often unfair, but they highlight how deeply this resurfaced clip has shaken the public. The conversation has moved beyond just the footage itself. It is now about judgment, morality, and the internet's concept of good motherhood. Behind the scenes, insiders who claim to know Chrisean began dropping their own alleged accounts. Some say she was under tremendous pressure at the time, surrounded by chaos, lacking guidance, and spiraling from stress. Others claim she was repeatedly warned about her lifestyle and ignored everyone. Again, none of these narratives have been confirmed, but the way people are sharing them online makes the scandal feel bigger than ever. More fans begin resurfacing old tweets, live streams, and IG stories from that same period, creating a timeline that blends facts, speculations, and edited clips. The lack of context is making everything feel more dramatic and more incriminating. A few users even suggested that the resurfaced content might push Chrisean into releasing a statement because the backlash is growing at a pace she's rarely seen. What's striking is the emotional whiplash happening in the comment sections. One moment, users are furious. The next, they're sympathetic. The resurfaced clip hits differently depending on who's watching it. Some say the video makes them angry all over again. Others say they feel uncomfortable because it exposes a version of Chrisean that many forgot existed. Even those who've defended her in the past say this time feels heavier. And just when the internet thought the scandal couldn't escalate further, a new alleged detail began circulating. Something so explosive that fans started claiming it could completely flip the narrative on its head. Once the alleged new detail hit the internet, everything shifted instantly. Social users began circulating claims that the leaked footage wasn't just random, that it was allegedly filmed on a night when people around Chrisean were already worried about her behavior. According to fan discussions, someone who was there claimed she had been acting out of character, ignoring multiple attempts to calm her down. The idea that this new clip might be part of a larger pattern sent the conversation into full meltdown. Next, the alleged timeline started to expand as users dug deeper into her past posts and live streams. Fans found moments where she appeared emotional, distracted, or overwhelmed during the pregnancy. Some believe these older clips now appear like silent warning signs. Others argue it is revisionist storytelling driven by drama. But whether fair or not, the narrative is forming without her input, and the internet is shaping the story piece by piece. Insiders online begin weighing in again, with some claiming that people close to Chrisean were quietly frustrated because they allegedly tried to intervene at the time. According to one rumored account being passed around, she brushed off concerns and insisted everything was fine. But this claim sparked its own debate. Were her friends enablers or were they powerless? The comment sections have turned into battlegrounds of accusation, guilt, and moral panic. Meanwhile, one of the most heated conversations focused on the baby himself. Fans who once praised Chrisean for her love and public displays of affection toward her son are now wondering how much they truly understood. Some people expressed heartbreak watching older videos where she seemed excited for motherhood, saying those clips hit differently in light of the alleged new leaks. Others argue that motherhood is complicated and that past mistakes shouldn't overshadow the present. Still, the emotional tone is unmistakably tense. Celebrities begin chiming in, indirectly addressing the controversy without naming names. A few posted cryptic statements about accountability and protecting your blessings, which fans instantly tied to the scandal. These subtle reactions only intensified speculation. Viewers said these messages felt like subliminals directed at Chrisean, raising questions about whether people in the industry knew more than the public did. Meanwhile, Blueface's name returned to the discussion, as fans pointed out that he has repeatedly mentioned Chrisean's behavior during pregnancy and past arguments. Some users argue his old claims were exaggerated out of spite. Others say the resurfaced video allegedly validates certain things he said. The internet's attempt to connect dots has become its own breeding ground for chaos. But the real turning point came when fans alleged that the new leak wasn't supposed to go public at all. There are claims that it may have been passed around privately for months before someone finally pushed it out into the open. The idea that this footage was intentionally withheld and now released at the height of tension has created a fresh wave of outrage. Some believe it was released for revenge. Others believe it was for clout. Either way, the motives behind the release are now part of the scandal. As the backlash mounts, supporters of Chrisean are begging her to speak up. They argue that silence is allowing the narrative to spiral out of control, but others say she might be staying quiet because lawyers are involved or because she knows anything she says will be dissected to pieces. Her refusal to comment is becoming its own storyline, and the silence is only amplifying the noise. Now the backlash has crossed into a darker territory. Some fans are calling for investigations. Others say she should be held accountable. A few even claim CPS could get involved, though no official reports support that. These claims show how extreme and emotional the conversation has become. What started as an old clip blowing up again has now evolved into a full-scale cultural conversation about motherhood, responsibility, and celebrity pressure. And then the biggest question hit social media like a bomb. If these alleged leaks are real, who is protecting the baby now? And will someone close to Chrisean finally break their silence to defend her or expose her? That speculation is growing louder by the minute. And the next move, whether from Chrisean, Blueface, her family, or someone who was in the room the night the alleged footage was recorded, could flip everything upside down.